This video explains how to use the new Judges and Stewards management on showing scene. The changes to Judges and Stewards lets you track their acceptance, makes it easier to see any that are missing, and improves communication with dedicated emails and letters. The Judges button in the section overview has been changed to Judges and Stewards. The new page has 5 tabs. The Blocks tab has a list of all blocks for the section. The Judges tab has a list of all judges assigned to blocks in the section. The Stewards tab has a list of all stewards assigned to blocks in the section. The Emails tab contains the history of emails sent. And the Letters tab has the history of all letters created for the section. New settings have been added to the section. All sections will have Judges enabled by default. For sections that are not judged, you can now turn Judges off. This could be sections like Classic Cars or Displays. Sections such as Equine may have different types of judges like Confirmation Judges and Ride Judges. For sections that don't require different types of judges, you can now turn it off. The number of guests will link into picking lists. If you allow judges to bring guests, when building the picking list rules, tickets and badges can be assigned to guests. If you don't allow judges to bring guests, leave this as 0. Track judge acceptance, when turned on, adds a status against the invite to the block. This will be used to record who you have invited, who has confirmed, and any declines. The judge tracking default status is the status that will be applied to judges when added to blocks. The status you can choose from are pending invite. This would be used if you are going to add judges to blocks before you have invited them, and if you intend to use showing scenes letters or emails to invite. Invited. This would be used if you are going to add judges after you have invited them outside of the system. Provisional acceptance. This would be used if you only add judges to blocks after you have had verbal or tentative confirmation they are able to attend. Confirmed. This would be used if you are only adding judges to blocks after they have confirmed. If you are adding judges after they have confirmed, we recommend not tracking judge acceptance in showing scene. Now we have turned on tracking judge acceptance. The Blocks tab summarizes the number of blocks where judges are missing, the number of pending invites, the number invited, the number provisionally accepted, and the number confirmed. The objective is to have all judges and blocks confirmed and all other stats at 0. Stewards will not be turned on by default. If you want to track stewards against blocks in showing scene, please turn this on here, in the edit details of the section. There are similar settings for stewards, except for stewards not having the option to disable the type. When stewards are turned on, and you are tracking acceptance, the summary table will display with the same information as judges. Judges, and now stewards can still be added in the block. You also have the option to enter the number of judges and stewards the block should have. If judges and stewards are enabled, we will always assume there needs to be at least one. If the block requires 2 judges, 1 for ride, and 1 for confirmation for example, entering 2 into the number of judges will make sure the summary tables and the block knows there should be 2 and let you know if any are missing. Although you can add judges and stewards to the block, we recommend using the new Judges and Stewards page. Moving forward, judges assigned to blocks won't be copied as they are currently, they will be replaced with your to-be-confirmed judge. For events that have already been copied, if you have not yet updated the judges for this year, you can use the Remove All Judges button to start fresh. You will be asked to enter your password to make sure you have not done this in error. Judges and Stewards can be added in the Blocks tab and in the Judge or Steward tabs. To add a judge or steward to a block in the Blocks tab, press the blue plus button and add Judge or Steward button. Select the judge from your panel list, or create a judge if they don't exist. The status drop-down will be set to your default status but can be changed. The type will be set to the default judge type against the judge but can be changed. To add more blocks for the same judge, press Add Block, and select the block from the drop-down. When all blocks for the judge are added, press Save. To add a judge from the Judges tab, press Assign Judge. Select the judge from your panel or create a judge if you need to. Select the block from the drop-down. Add more blocks if needed, and press Save. Now I have added all my judges. The summary is showing all as pending invite, apart from the block that we set to require 2 judges. Although there is a judge assigned to the block, we are highlighting the missing judge. Once the second judge is added, the summary is updated. Now I'm ready to invite my judges. You can invite judges and stewards by email or letter. The Judges and Stewards tab will show any contacts where the email or postal address is missing. To define if the postal address is missing, we only look for the first line and postcode to be added. You should try and resolve this missing information before sending emails and printing letters. All organizations will have a standard email and letter template created. For more information on editing and creating email and letter templates, please refer to our other training materials. But here is some helpful information on the bookmarks and data that can be pulled in. In a text element of the email, the Merge Tags function has the bookmarks available to be pulled into the template. You can pull in information about the contact, which is the judge or steward, the event, organization, and section. The judge information has bookmarks to produce the list of blocks in a table. You can just have a list of blocks, or blocks with dates and judge type, blocks with dates, blocks with judge type, and the rings they are going to be in. The same bookmarks are available for letters. To invite judges by email, press Send under Emails. Judge and Steward, emails, and letters are created separately from their respective tab. Use the status to filter down the contacts you want to include. I want to send this invite to all judges that are pending invite, everyone that has not yet been invited. When the pending invite status is selected, there is an additional checkbox to change status to invited, which is checked by default. Leaving this checked will change any pending invite status to invited on sending. Select the template you want to use if you have more than one. For organizations that have multiple sender email addresses set up, you can choose the sender. The email subject is set against the template but can be changed. The emails that are going to be sent are previewed. Use the Next and Previous buttons to sense-check the emails and data being populated before sending. Attachments can be added to the email. The Emails tab will show the history and status of the emails like our marketing emails. The invite status has changed from pending invite to invited. The remaining ones in the pending invite status are the contact where we didn't have an email address. For these contacts, I'll send a letter. Select the invite status to be included. When pending invite is selected, you have the option to change the status to invited when the letter is created. We suggest not ticking this if you want to check the letter first, so the status is not updated. Select the template if you have more than one. Confirm the number of recipients looks right and press Send. Because the file could be large and take time to generate, the document is emailed to you. You can see the letter history and download the document in the Letters tab once the document is created. Judges and Stewards can be managed from the Blocks tab and in the Judges and Stewards tabs. You can change the status of each block individually and the type of judge. When one or more blocks are selected, you can delete the blocks and change the status. At the time of confirming the invite, you may wish to add any dietary requirements and the number of guests they are bringing. If you enter more guests than the section allows, you will be warned but can still add the extra guests. Please be aware these extra guests will receive the same benefits as other guests in the picking list. You can change the judge for the selected blocks. Select the new judge. If the judge being replaced has declined, tick the box to set them to declined to keep the history. When all the blocks for a judge are confirmed, the row will turn green. When all judges and stewards for a block are confirmed, the block row will turn green. The aim is to get all blocks, judges, and stewards green with nothing missing. This video has focused on judges, but the process is exactly the same for stewards. If you have any questions after watching this video, please get in touch with the Showing Scene team.